That should work. It looks like we turned off on my other screen that I have set up. So I was talking away then, you know, you guys missed out on a lot of good stuff. It shows how long since I've been doing this on the checks. So yeah, that's cool, as long as you're all alright. Yes, I got new internet, is what I was saying. And my internet before was terrible. It's nice everyone's been kind enough to tell me that you can't hear me, so thank you for that. So you got, yeah, everyone can say hi again, so I can catch you all if I miss other names. So I'll look from the beginning. So you've got Hemel Down, hello. Samuel Ives, hello. Sodor Dan Deman, Digger Evans, you get Hemel Down again. Ethan R, Danos Trains, Valleys 56, Redvers, Redvers B, Ben Foster. I think we're doing good on the sound now, so hopefully it's all good. Danish Trains, I'm missing on. Cool. I think we're doing alright, aren't we? So my current stream bitrate's a bit slow, but probably no different to normal. We'll see how the connection goes. So yeah, so I thought I'd tune in because I was going to do some modelling, and I thought what I could do is talk to you guys whilst I do it, as I've done in the past, which would be good fun. Hello Zach, how are you doing? So Steaming Whales, hello. Don't know if I've missed anyone yet, but you know, hopefully you'll say hello again to me in a minute. What I'm going to do is we'll just start doing it. Alright, you'll still be able to see my my lovely face in the corner of the screen. I'll be up here, and hopefully, oh, that's too lots of sound. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if you can't hear me. Oh, well, you will anyway. You guys are very good at telling me when you can't hear me. Pronounced Forster. Ben Forster. Okay, like it, Ben Forster. I think you've probably had to do it before, haven't you? What am I modelling today? Good question. So, obviously, hopefully you can see my hands in front here. Unless my camera's frozen, which it likes to do from time to time. So, nope, it's not showing, so I'll refresh the camera. Or I can flick this other camera around. All I do is I deactivate it, and then I activate it. And then it works, look at that. So if it stops again, what we can do is we can do our magic, boom, and get it working. If not, I'll get this one and I'll twizzle it down, and you can watch me. But I had people last time complaining to me because I did that. I was just like, oh, come on, what's going on? Anyway, so with my very orangey looking hands, for some reason, we're on a funny colour here. What we're going to do, providing you can hear me. Hello, Colin. How are you doing? Anfield, Lee. Hi, how are you doing? So yeah, I've got some easy things to do. Firstly, we've got this Cooper Craft 2006. I don't think it was made in 2006 in regards to in the Great Western Times, but maybe the kit was made in 2006, or it's part number 2006, 4-wheel, very nice, platform trolley. So not quite a 4-wheel loco or wagon or anything like that, but this isn't going to take long. Okay, once that's done, I'm going to put together a pagoda building. I don't know, I'm just going to throw it together. Got it in my box, something that Dad gave me ages ago. £1.30 back in the day when he got hold of that bargain. That's about 15 quid now if you probably want to buy that new, I'm guessing. Nah, probably about 8 quid, 9 quid. And then I've got this. I'm probably not going to build it all tonight, but it's what I was going to do. Put the camera on and have some fun. So in this Cooper Craft kit, does it have any destructions on the inside? No, it doesn't. What does it have? It says the Great Western Railway employed a variety of 4-wheel platform luggage trolleys. The typical depicted in this Cooper Craft kit is one of the more common, although the various patterns only differed in detail. Mainly wheel castings. They were fitted with a braking system. It's pretty posh, isn't it? Anyway, by handle. So it's always good to have a handle on things. When the handle was in the parked position, as shown on the drawing overleaf, that's the parked position apparently, right there. Yeah, the brakes on. When it was pulled forward to move the trolley, they were released, as well as luggage. They were used for mailbags, packing cases, and for milk churns. Very interesting. Okay, so this is on the instructions. Carefully Okay, we're going to follow that bit. Cut all the parts from the sprue using a sharp knife or a pair of sharp nippers or wire cutters. After that, we're going to assemble using mech. Well, I don't have any mech, but I've got some of this, right? Some extra thin cement. Anyway, cement rear axle beam into position, then front swivel axle into whatever position is required, and then cement draw handle to either marked or moving position. Fit wheels on axle ends and cement in place. Fit brake blocks into place. When cement has dried off, paint in either Great Western Railway dark stone matte for pre-1931 period, or for GWR chocolate matte for post-1931 and 1940. So I'll be painting them, I guess, a brown colour. Well, it's chocolate matte, yeah. Anyway, exciting stuff. So that's a Cooper Craft kit. And it's a mad load of bits here, so there's nothing on this bit, apart from some brake bits here. This was second hand off my dad, so maybe he had some bits. I'll have to give him a thank you about Dad. Where's the handle? But it looks like I've got everything here. Ah, so there's 3 sets here, right? So we've got 2 sets. So we've got enough to make one whole lot. And what I do is I'll zoom you in a little bit so we get a bit closer. Right, so Colin has asked, hello Tris, I hope you're well. Are we going to get a story? Yes, you are, Colin, because I have the book here. The wonderful book. And we have the last story to read. We're not going to do it now, but if you wait till the end, we get to read the last story. Is this the last story? Whichever one it is. The Fat Controllers Engines. And I am looking forward to it. Or we can read one of the classic ones, but we're going to go for that one. Right. And I'm well, for those that have asked, and I hope you are all well, and I hope you're all modelling tonight, or watching something to do with modelling, reading a book, dreaming about it, whatever it is. Yeah, next one. I've already answered what I'm modelling today. Anyway, I see, yeah, because apparently I get yellow hands. Yeah, the camera's got a bit of yellowness going on to it. I don't know why. Anyway, we lost... Yeah, I heard about that. Poor Andy. Hey, Andy. Obviously the other Andy. Andy Hudson. Hope you're doing alright. So, we're going to cut it out. We're going to start with one. I'm going to get my pointy bit. And we're going to see how hard it is to cut off. What doesn't help is my blade is not the sharpest. And we should change it. But there's a very strong possibility that I don't have any blades at the moment. So we're just going to do the best we can and then we'll trim it up afterwards. Hopefully we don't end up breaking our blade. So that's that. And then... where's our axles? Oh, these are the axles, aren't they? Okay, so that's the rear bit. So that's a rear one. And I guess this other one is a front one. I don't know. And then there's this one. It's exciting, isn't it? This tiny little trolley. That kind of oozing with excitement. I can tell from all of you. I'm just sensing it from my feedback. And there we go. Hope you're doing alright. Hola, buenas tardes, excelente, vivo, abrazo, grande. And I said all of that wrong. So I won't be doing it again. Right, now we've got our brake blocks. However they go on. There's not really much of a diagram, but we can just try our best, can't we? That's all we can do in these things. We'll just start with one and then we'll do the other one because we'll be a master by the time it comes to the second one when I've stuck the first one together completely wrong. So I'm currently doing platform stuff for my next video, so this stuff's going to be really handy doing that because, well, it's just more stuff to go on the layout. And yeah, I'm not going to complain. We're going to clean these up once we've cut them out. I'm probably going to cut off the wrong bits now because I'm doing this. Some of the older kits, the instructions are very verbal but written, and so you have to interpret them correctly. And sometimes when I'm reading it, I'll read it and I'll go, no, I don't understand. and then I do it again, and I still don't understand. And then I'll just start trying to build it, and yeah, it kind of goes together. Whereas a lot more of the modern ones, there's a little bit more information, not always the best. I like RC cars, and I've built a number of them over the years and work at a company that makes them. And the instructions are very clear, like this goes onto here, this way round. Next step, whereas in some of the kits that we build, it's kind of not as clear as that, but that's okay, because there's a lot of investment that goes into some of these big cars and manuals, and you can't expect that from a small kit where, you know, they've invested obviously a couple of thousand into a tool, and then they've got a 20p sprue comes out. They're not going to then spend kind of £1,000 on someone doing a manual for this tiny little thing. So fine, we have to get IKEA on the case, get them to do us a nice little manual for some of these bits. Right, I'm waffling. I use side cutters to cut up from the sprue, as I can get a sharp cut to them, I guess, afterwards, right? Hey, Craig, what are we building? So we're doing one of these little 4-wheel platform trolleys. Hi, Craig. Yes, I think you have. I've been asked it a lot, and I've been avoiding the question about the copper clad sleepers, because I have to make them myself, you see, and it takes a bit of time. And I've always thought about doing it again, but I just haven't. So I'm sorry for not replying. I kind of put it aside to the answer later, and then I forget sometimes. I do apologise, but if I do them, they'll be up on the websites. Yeah, if any of you guys get bored, I've got a little website called OO Neal Designs.com. I've got my little 3D printed bits. I don't know if I'm in stock of the loco at the moment, but if there's anything ever out of stock, just send me an email on the website and let me know that you'd like it. And if any of you are watching you aren't subscribers at the moment, please become a subscriber, because, you know, I feel good when my subscriber count goes up, you know. It's nice. So it'd be really nice if you did that anyway. So I'm just kind of cleaning up these little wheels at the moment. They're tiny, you can barely see them. I'm wondering if we can change my screen to a different kind of colours. It's so bright on here. What settings are we going to go on? Is it that one? That one. We'll change it. We'll give it something colder. Would that be nicer? We'll see if that makes a big difference. Pies muy chicas. Don't know what that means, Miguel. Hopefully it's something nice. Anyway, I've changed the setting. It, I guess, looks all the same, and yeah, we go from there. Okay, so we've got our little brake blocks here. There's one. And then there's another. So is anyone working on any modelling projects whilst they're talking to me, or are you just all bored and you're watching me on here? And are there any model railway shows coming up this weekend? Just kind of thought I'd ask, because I've got a weekend where that might be a possibility. Go to a model railway show, or just pop in. Maybe accidentally buy something for myself that I didn't need, but that I must have. Fire them over, everyone. Model railway shows, Saturday, Sunday. We got Bank Holiday Monday. I guess something could be even on then, wouldn't it? That's it. Have we got one on here? Hello, Gareth. How are you doing? I'm alright. I was just wondering if there's any model railway shows this weekend. Do you know of any? You're building a Wills tunnel mouth. Okay, and is that for your layout, or is that for a club one, Andy? Se va muy bien. Don't know what that means, Miguel, but you seem to be having a great time. I'm having a rest, says Hemmeldown, after spending the day building baseboards at my new loft. Do you have a new loft? That's fantastic. I'd love to have just a new loft, so I could have another project that I would never finish. Oh, it'll feel like I never finished it. I'd like a loft without the bits that go across and get in my face. But I'm glad to have a loft because some people don't have a loft to play with, so I shouldn't really complain, should I? Jake Square, painting some 40k at the moment. Nice, good for you. I like a bit of 40k. I've got a few little models that I've done a bit of work on over time. Not recently though, but I've got them up on my shelf behind me. Alright, that one seems alright. How's this one looking? Dallas Train says, lately I've been extending my layout. Good plan, and contemplating whether static grass or not, whether to static grass or not, I guess you were meant to say. Well, you could do halfway between the two. You could do some of it as flock and some of it as static grass, and if you don't like it, you could just rip it up and get some old tea bags and everything could be kind of a brown colour, afterwards. Worthington Model Railway. I bought a great set of clamping tweezers, like a crab's claw, and they are heavy duty, and they'll be great for some models and soldering. Are they models at your mercy, basically? Effingham. Yes, I'm making a Metcalf kit. Workers' Cottage. Good man. Craig Riddlesden. No problem, buddy. I'll keep an eye out on the website and I'll get some ordered when it's payday. What do I always show? Greenoside. Where's Greenoside? That's not local to me, is it? That's more than an hour's drive, isn't it? Or 2 or 3. If it's near Steam Railway, I'll go as well. That'd be handy. I could blag a day with the missus. I'll be like, yeah, there's a nice holiday place we're going to go to. We have a hotel, great views, model railway show. No problem. Okay, yep. Andy Hudson, something I need to talk to you about. Well, Andy, you should give me a ring and we'll have a catch up. It's well overdue. Gareth Ray, I'm afraid. I have been building the last few bits for my 1/8 scale DeLorean. That's awesome, Gareth. Absolutely brilliant. Hey, Dominic Z. Hi, Neil. Gareth Ray. Hello, Colin. Adam Goldsmith. I don't know that name. Adam, you're new here. Welcome. Alex Totaro. Hello, everyone. Hello, Alex. Currently, we're putting this little thing together, and it's keeping you all absolutely enthralled. Craig Waddleston. Sheffield Bud. Oh, okay. I've been to Sheffield once, and it wasn't easy to get around. It's a little bit far from where I live. That's not too bad. I'm Northamptonshire area. TLD Berkshire. He says, hey Trish, did you know that Pendennis Castle has re-entered service? Really? It's at Dicker at the moment. That's pretty cool. That's brilliant, Adam. You go. Shall I show you a picture of one of my little models? What have I got here? Yeah, I don't know. Not my best work. But I've got this little I don't know, little Terminator. Bit dusty. But yeah, not completely finished. I kind of was doing some work on him and having some fun. But yeah, that's kind of fun, right? But yeah. So back onto the serious stuff. So let's glue this together. So what did it tell us to do? That's great, Dominic. Dallas Trains. I know Spa Valley Railway and the Bluebell Railway are going to have a model railway show in September. Oh, Bluebell Railway. I do like Bluebell. I've not been to Spa Valley. Do need to go. Craig Riddlesden. And how would you say that? And Elscar Heritage is 15 minutes away, as well as Rails of Sheffield and Markway's models, who's been Burning Point work for 75 years. That's cool, pretty close. Right, I want to 3D print a garden roller and an old style manual mower. Anyone with any ideas how I might find a file? I guess it's Thingiverse or all of the other ones. Right, we're going to focus on this now, okay? So, carefully, we have cut them out, yes. Now we need to assemble them, okay? We're going to use our Tamiya, or Tamiya, as some people like to say, extra thin cement. Right, let's have a look. We're going to cement the rear axle beam in position. So the rear one is what? I'm not sure which one it is. Because we've got the swivel, which will go on here, right? And then we're going to put, I guess, this across. Okay, so this is the rear one, which we're going to glue in place. We're going to use some tweezers, all right? We've got our tweezers. Alright, and that's going to go right there, okay? Should we do it now? So we'll get our stinky cement out. Don't try this at home, kids. And these ones are really good. Look at the size of that little needle, that nozzly bit that's on there. So small. If you compare it to the Humble one, which it's like they haven't thought about the fact of who's going to be using it, like the end user. Hello, Simon. So yeah, so that's the Hornby one. Not the Hornby one, so like basically Hornby, it's the same company. So you've got this Humble one, which you've got this like kind of, I don't know, like a girl wouldn't use that to like put blush on her cheeks. Whereas the Tamiya one, or Tamiya, it's got this little pointy thing on there. That's amazing. Because what I've been using on my Humble stuff is I use a paintbrush and go from there. So yeah, all lots of fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop some in here. Because it lets me, which is great. And then we get this, which is probably going to get stuck in the wrong position, but I'm going for it. So you try and hold me back. I'm going for this. And then I just stick it in here. And you can't see because my hand's above you. And that's there. And if we wanted to add some more, we can just come in here, touch in the corner. And there we are. So that's that one. That's the fixed one. So that is the rear axle beam position, then front swiveling axle in whatever position is required. Okay, so this one, I think that goes on that way. And I'm going to touch a bit on. That's a bit too much. Should we dab it off? Get a bit of tissue. Bless you. Got people making comments again. I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid, Dominic. It's not really my subject matter. I should get a model of Pendennis Castle to celebrate her return. That'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? It's hard to find, I think, a modern castle. Maybe I'm wrong saying that. Maybe there's loads available. Right, we've stuck on what was the moving axle. It's not actually moving, is it? And then we're going to stick on the bit. What if I just drop it on? And then I put the glue on afterwards. There'll be some crazy world that we're living in. Let me do that. Okay. We've got Simon, obviously we did address it. Simon, it's okay, we forgive you. You're early for the next session that we do. Alright, so you're fine. Hemble down. Okay, obviously we talked about, you went on it. Andy, the Tamiya Extra Thin is the best weld action glue in the world. Yes, it is. It is the best around. Nothing's ever going to get it down. And Alan Reynolds, hello Alan Reynolds. You and your awesome channel. I watch you from time to time, sir. I do enjoy it. Simon Reeves, who likes Tor Valley in purple? Well, I think my girlfriend does. Well, she hasn't seen it yet, but when she does see it, that'd be interesting. And my friend's missus mentioned it, and they told me all about it. And I'm like, well, I do follow their YouTube channel and their Instagram. And so it's interesting that women, you know, and men, that might actually go, do you want a train? You know, there's a nice purple one we could have going around your layout. Good excuse, right? So Hello, Tim's Hobby Desk. I hope you're doing all right. Sorry, dudes. It's Simon Reeves. It's all right, Simon. You come in, then you bust that out. You're gonna mess everyone's heads up, man. What you doing? So now we're gonna stick some wheels on this, guys, gals. Now we're gonna put the brakes on, or should we do the wheels? I think we should do the wheels first and then do the brakes. They're quite cute, these little wheels. Got quite a lot of detail for its small size. You can't see here, but on my Instagram, maybe once I've painted it, it can go up and you'll be amazed. So how are they going to fit on? So they're just going to poke on? They go over the top? Okay. It's not perfect. I've got some Tamiya files. I picked these up when I was in Poland. There's a really good model shop over there. One of the best model shops for paints I've been to. They had so many paint ranges in there. I was well impressed. Because you can, obviously you think, well, why do you need more than one paint range? And it's just like, well, there might be other colours that you want that the other ones just don't quite have, and you can't quite mix, or there's a paint range that happens to just flow really nicely off the brush when you're painting certain colours and whatever. So yeah, so I'm just going to touch this on here, and hopefully it stays on. And that will just dub onto there. Dub. Look at that. I'm a pro. Andy, Tor Valley is ugly at the best of times, but in purple, we never know. It could be an improvement. What they could do is go back to the spam cam routine and then paint it purple. That might be something to see then. Ferro Modelissimo Marie. I am watching and I work in a house of my model. Wonderful. Dominic. Ertl is one of my favourite brands. That's excellent. That's really good that you enjoy that. What am I modelling? I'm modelling this 4-wheel platform trolley. It's got 4 wheels, and they'll put milk churns on or luggage or whatever, and they'll pull it around the platform. And we wanted to do this for a little while. And it's an old kit that my dad gave me. I don't think there's any dates on here or anything. It says 2006, but I didn't think it is. That's the kit number. I'm yawning. Do apologise. But this is reasonable. Actually, no, it's got... No, it's just kit numbers here. I thought the age. Yeah, it's just an old bit of card that it came in a little bag. So they went all out on that one, didn't they? Right. Have I been asking any more questions? Tim's, I'm doing good, thanks. Just, it's been some while, but yeah, it has been some time, hasn't it? So, welcome back. I mean, what's next? The Southern Dock Tank is pink for support for fundraising. Well, you know, that'd be a good idea, wouldn't it, Mr. DLT? Yeah, no, it's nice going there. I always like going there. There's quite a few good model shops there. They've got like a couple of, well, one main model railway one, and then the other one's got bits. It's quite good. Are you basing your layout anywhere in real life? Are you talking to me, Danos, or someone else? Right, we're going to stick on another wheel here. I hope everyone's been taking care of themselves and enjoying the weather wherever they are. Get outside, go for a walk, don't hide in. I benefit a lot from nice weather. When it's really poor weather, I'm a miserable sod inside. It's just like, ugh, you know, you need this lovely weather, don't we? So, yeah, I was just going to say, enjoy the outside. Traffic purple. I've never heard of a term called traffic purple. Sounds fun. Right, we get this other little wheel on. The wheel's got a bit of plastic. These files are nice. I wanted to buy some Tamiya bits. There's something nice about getting Tamiya tools and cutters and things. So yeah, got some files. I got a number of kits from when I was abroad, like aeroplanes and tanks and things like that. And I want to include them on my railway in some way. Use some of the crocodile trailer things to put them on. I don't know how much it represents in real life, but for me it kind of, I don't know, it's an excuse to paint up a, you know, build and then paint a tank. Yeah, so maybe some of you know a bit more about that when they move the tanks around back during the war. Get that over the hole. Oh, yeah, mum. And then it's on. Give it a lick. Right, Wardle Road. Hello, Mr. Wardle Road. Hope you're okay. Hope you're not too worn out after the day working on the brake van. You must be missing your work. You're quite busy with that, aren't you? Sodor Dan Deman. My local model shop owner considered selling the shop and asked if I'd be interested. As a Hornby, I have to say yes. The great Uncle Frank, I would hope would agree. Oh, good old Uncle Frank. So yeah. Right, so my little wheels are glued on. Well, they're drying. I just put my brake blocks on. Ooh, a bit too much glue there. Ooh, I blew it away. Sorry guys. You know when you want to blow something and you don't think about the fact that the whole thing will blow away? That's what happened there. I had a hair, you see, getting in the way. I thought I'll just blow it away carefully. Put too much glue on that one, you see. Try and take it away. Put this one on. I think the idea is we put it on the outside of it. Yeah, it's pretty smart, this little mini kit. Thing is though, can you still get these kits, you wonder, you know? Are these certain things kind of like died out, and unfortunately some tooling in a place that has gone all dusty? Because if I wanted to buy some more of these, like, where do I buy them from? But I guess I can look them up. I can type in Coopercraft 2006 and see if it's on there. So okay, so that's the little brake blocks on there now. Kind of a bit out of view there, isn't it? I'll bring it further up here. So that's nice. And then I've got this little handle to put on. And then we've got the second one to do. So that should take half the time. So whilst that's going, what I do is I'll snip it out with my side cutters now. And the bits can go flying. There's that. Now I know that my internet's running okay, doing this. I'll probably do a few more live streams. Been really busy with work lately, so it's nice to kind of connect with you guys and do a little video or something. So GWR Marsh Junction, hello. I'm guessing you like Great Western Railways. Me too. If you haven't already seen my channel before, then yeah, you wouldn't know that. But if you've seen it once, you'll realise that I like Great Western Railway. So I do like it. Right, clean these ones up. Need to invest in some more sharp knives. So that's that. That's the one for that one. Snip that one off. There's that one. And that one. And then this bit. Yeah, get in there. So basically I'm doing the other one now. Joshua, W56, hello. Looks like you're all chatting between yourselves. I'm thinking of making one from scratch. I don't know if, but if I correct influence, but okay, that's interesting. Aussie Loco. There are two ways of doing things: the Great Western Railway or the wrong way. Well, and the wrong way. Oh, you don't lose the wheel. So are there any local model shows for me this weekend within middle of England, apart from Sheffield way? A little bit far. I'd still travel if I have to. Are there any galas on? Because it's the May bank holiday. Does anyone know of anything? That's what Duck says. I don't know if he's going to be in my next story. I'm clean up these wheels with the feel or the file. Bachman have just released Daisy, and I did an edit where the interior was detailed. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I don't think Daisy was on the model series. I don't think Daisy had black windows, did she? I can't remember. Sometimes some of the models can be a little bit disappointing when there's... I know they're trying to make it kid friendly, but I'm an adult that loves it from when I was younger. And it's it kind of puts you off wanting to get it because it's not, let's say, like what you remember from the model series. Or it doesn't look quite right, and you're like, okay. Alright, just clean up these little wheels. Well, I've got to do got the bit that's on here. This file's quite nice actually, quite smooth. Got a good edge on them. Based on the CGI design, I see. Bit of CGI. Nice files. Apparently they're good for plastics, these files, so I just thought I'd try them out and quite like it. Nice and sharp. Very impressed. Just clean up this little handle and then that's that done. Well then, Friday the 29th to Monday the 2nd of May, the GCR Diesel Gala. I went there recently with my girlfriend. I don't think she'd accept me going to another one at the same place. Ah, Staffordshire. Is that in Stafford? Look up Google Maps. Stafford. Where's Stafford? West Midlands. Not too bad for me. How long will it take me to get to Stafford? Let's have a look. Maps. So is it Stafford Model Railway Show? Something like that. What does it say? 1 hour 30. Not been to Stafford before. Might be a good excuse, right? Is it going to have much there? Or am I going to turn up and... Well, there's no one there. You've got a few stands there. Rocking and rolling. Oh, the wheel's not straight. Yeah, we'll let that dry. Right, let's put these other bits on like we did in the other one. Okay, that's that one. It's going to be good having these as an addition to the layout. I'm going to give this one a file. Not that pretty on the end. Andy, about 1 hour north of Brum. Are you going to go, Andy, or are you busy on the weekend? So it's the Stafford Model Railway Show, is the name of it, is it? Stick this down. A bit more of an angle on this one. Maybe something like that. That'd be right. I brought a Batman Daisy, Terrence a tractor, a log car, an iron ore wagon, some buildings just a few days ago. Nice. Have you got a layout just for all that Thomas stuff, or is it just more just collecting? You saw it on Twitter or YouTube, but it's there. Can't remember who did it. As I follow so many. You follow so many? Oh, I'm the same. I have many people that I follow. On, you know, YouTube, that is. Right, let's get these wheels on, like we did before. Hopefully these stay on. They are very smart looking wheels. It says to paint it brown, but it's like, is that everything, including the edges and the wheels and stuff like that? They just blasted it with a big spray gun. Okay, so that's that one. And then the other side. Oh no, the Bradford Model Railway Show, my mistake. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of your post so I can utilise that. Fly Mode Chairman. Bradford. So where's Bradford? That sounds like sounds like somewhere that's further away. Borough Ad Ford. Bradford upon Avon? As in like Leeds, Bradford. Because that's like quite a further, like South Bradford. Yeah, we give that one a miss this weekend. Let's go to Tony's Trains and buy some moles or something like that. Go for a walk by his canal. I like going there. Tony's good at information giving as well on like on my layout. So I remember I was wondering where my signals went, and he kind of gave me a little rundown on different places that I should put them and stuff like that. So that was really helpful. And he explained why as well, opposed to just saying, well, it needs to be this. But it was more than that, so I do like Tony. Spend my hard-earned pocket money with him. R. Remington, hi, do you think you would ever have got into model railways without your father's influence? I guess maybe not, I don't know. You know, it's been, so my granddad and my uncle did it on one side, so maybe they would have been an influence as kids. He might have influenced us. And actually my mum's side, you know, no, I didn't know about, I think it might have been my uncle of my dad's side, and then on my mum's side, my granddad, he also did it, but I don't know if he got into it because of my dad or if he was already into it. I'd have to ask my dad about that, or my mum. It's interesting while we get into things. Uncles, parents, family, friends being bad influences. You bought 6 Henry the Green Engine faces on Shapeways for my Bachmann model, which I've customised to be in the old shape. Nice. So on Shapeways you can buy various Henry faces, can you? That's pretty cool. Putting the brake blocks in this one. You guys have been loving it, haven't you? I could be modelling anything on this. As models go, this isn't the most exciting set of bits, but once they're painted and on the layout, they'll be very fitting. But you're probably all hanging around for the story at the end, aren't you? There's all 36 of you. Good to have you in. Right, let's glue this one in place. I'll put the glue on. Off screen this one. Hopefully that will stick there. And then we have the other one. Hopefully they will stick. And that's that. I'll flip this one over without ripping its wheels off. Hey, there it is. Kind of cute, right? Looks nice. I don't know. It's all about time when you're making custom things and 3D printed jobbies. I don't have loads of it. Yeah, so I always have to consider that with everything that I do. Right. That's the little handle in place now, sitting there. You know what, I had all these plans to do all sorts of things tonight, and I feel like this is all I'm going to end up doing. Right, so that's that one there. We'll do the same on this one, but when that dries, right? So we've got that pagoda. Should we throw that together? Shouldn't take long. So, see all these are like lots of other layouts when you're looking at shows and things like that. And I thought, well, I've had one in my box for a while. Let's get it built. Thought, slice off the extra, put it together, sometime paint it, and I might be doing a little layout or something random that I might go, ah, this would be perfect. This is exactly what I need. A pagoda. And what is a pagoda? Do they tell us what a pagoda is? It's got some cute old advertisement stuff here of the different things that they do. It's nice. Pagoda. Should we look at what pagoda means on Google's? Pagoda. Pagoda. Okay. It's a type of tower. And it's a certain shape of tower. Well, it says here tower, but I guess it's the shape of the roof. It's a pagoda roof. So it kind of comes from Eastern Asia, the style. So maybe it's part of that, and they decided to call it a pagoda. I see. Kind of butchered that bit as I was cutting that out. Right, let's do these bits. Thought whilst the other bits are drying and I've got to do the last little bit, let's do something else. This is modelling for you though, isn't it? Like getting on to other things. Because a lot of the time I do things with videos and I never kind of get into lots of different things. I thought all my live streams can be just doing this kind of thing. File that smooth. These files are fantastic. I'm not just saying that. I'm not sponsored by anyone. But when you spend some... Give it a little tap, clean it out. And that's that. Getting there. Quite a quick little kit, isn't it, these type things? It's not really the kind of thing that I do, Dominic. Those kind of things, but you know, I'm sure there'll be someone else that's into that kind of thing. I do more of the a certain type of model, don't I? But thanks for the suggestion. So it gets a bit filled up with all that. Now we cut off our roof. Is this the door? I don't know. Well, there's another little bit here, isn't there? Right. Sounds like you guys are talking a different language down there. Oh, uh-oh. Is it freezing on the stream? Or is that just me staying still? There we go. Hope you're all having a good night and you're enjoying the stream. I might do this again sometime if you guys want to join in. Gives me a bit of company as well when I'm doing my hobby work. That's it on the inside, nice and simple. What did the instructions say about how to put it together? Is there nothing? No, nothing. We'll figure out, stick it together, right? So you got a side, a front, a side, and then is this a door? That's a door. It goes in there. Okay, exciting. Wait, get out my bag. Got my cat. If there's a bin, he wants to go through it and rifle. It's like, man, like, face out. You'll see him on camera in a minute. I'll drag him out. You alright, mate? Up you come. No, he's like, I'm not going to do what you tell me. I'm a cat. I don't do things like that. Right, that's the pagoda door in place. What's the challenge, Sador Dan the man? Trying to coax me into something I regret. Do we stick this on as we go, or do we stick sides on? There's a bit on the side here. Put it on its end. There we are. And then we'll do this one. And there's another end. And then we'll do the other end of all the ends. Done this one. Okay. Have I done it right? Should be pretty simple, shouldn't it? If I get this wrong, then I've really failed. Put it onto its base. And I guess this goes on top. Don't think I can get that wrong, right? "15 minutes to build a small diorama." No. Well, I like the idea of doing a build on stream. I was thinking about doing a live stream build, something nothing to do with my current layout one day. So I like the idea anyway of what you're saying, but I like to have it so it becomes something for me eventually. Right. I do like this Tamiya thin cement. Stick that in place. Make sure there's no bits sticking out when we do it. Bit of pressure as we do that. Whilst I'm holding on to it with one hand, I can have a sip. Let's see. I'll contemplate it for another day, Mr. Dan the Man. I don't think we'll be doing the horse box tonight. Just going to finish off the other. Oh, I've squashed the wagon wheel. I'm going to stick that back on. Maybe there wasn't enough glue on it to begin with. Exciting times, huh? What do you use? Do you use like a... It depends. I just use super glue, but if you don't want it to be permanent, then a bit of black tack could hold them in place for a little bit. Depends what you want, really. Yeah, just something thick. So this is the Tamiya extra thin cement. It's quite good. I've not played with it much before. I picked up a bottle of it because I was using the Humble stuff, but the front of it looks like that. But it's got a fantastic nib on the end of it, so I'm quite impressed with that. So you can just come in and touch little areas if you want to. You know, it doesn't have to go everywhere. So yeah, and it does key in quickly. A bit more stinky than the Humble stuff as well, but that's alright. My little pagoda, so that can sit somewhere on my railway. I'll have to find out where they used to sit. Hello Timber Surf, you doing alright? Hope you're doing well. You'll probably like my glue pot. It's quite a sturdy one, this one, compared to my old Humble one that I was playing with, that you used to worry about me having it fall over. You've been modelling, Timber Surf? Good for you. It's good to be modelling. So, if we get my handle, we'll have that one glued in that position. It's honestly a new thing for me, this Tamiya pot. It glues really, really well, and it's got a lovely little nib. So that is those two done. This is the one that I made earlier. Well, on the stream anyway. It's kind of quite cute looking. It's got nice detail on it. So it's an old tooling, so you can see the wood grain that's in there. Little some rivety bits in there. You've got the handle, it's in the brake position at the moment. We've got the brake blocks at the back. So that's Cooper Craft. I don't know if you can still buy it. I'm assuming you can. But now I have to just paint them brown. So I just need to airbrush them, well, with the primer. Probably dust it with some primer and then paint it brown. So should we do that now? I'll have to clean the brush afterwards. I'll have to do that off camera. I can do it on camera. I need some water though. So Andy, Tamiya is an extra weld action glue. Basically it melts the plastic to form the weld point. That's cool. As it's really thin, you can paint it down on the joint, and the capillary reaction of the glue flows up the joint. Tim Asden, hello. Have you made a road at all? I'm curious. Making roads, you could overcomplicate it, but you could just paint the area that you're working on grey, for example. You could add, I don't know, what, talcum powder in there, you know, add some texture. When I first did my roads on my layout, I just used some, you know, just poly filler, just really thin, and I scraped on my finger, so then it kind of wasn't perfectly smooth. Depends what you're trying to do. Obviously, there's loads of people that have done it already, and they just use, I don't know, a bit of card, cut it out. Some people use cork and paint it grey if you've got that texture there. I'm not an expert on it, you see. I'm just throwing some stuff out there. I've not done any for over a year since I had the Bosch Buster diorama. Being too busy doing 3D design, I see. Con McAfron, hello. Aptod. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Yeah, I think they are the best. Got some water for my airbrush. My old pots. Got some old muck in there, so we're not using that. So what we do, I'm going to flick the airbrush on for a moment, and we're just going to dust them. Is that noisy? We can't really hear it that much. It's not too bad. The problem is I haven't got a mask on me, and I'm going to get shouted at for not using a mask. Got a mask here. Keep you guys happy. Need some paper. Just gonna get some. Got an old magazine here. We'll use that as our area to do it. I'm gonna use. What am I gonna use for my primer? I'll use some. I've got my different ones here. I can't see it for looking. Where have I put them? So I've got my varnishes, and then I had a bunch of different. Oh, there you are. So we'll use our red-brown primer by Vallejo. I think it's air ready, so we'll airbrush. Use the airbrush. Drop something important. Airbrush cleaner. We don't use that. Airbrush flow improver. Just put a tiny bit of this on. A couple little droplets. Can't really see what I'm doing, can you? And then we're going to put a few droplets of. Pop that there for you, so you can see it all there. Maybe I'll tilt this down so you can see what we're up to there. And drop a couple of bits in. We'll do the what's it called? In there. Get an old brush. Long, isn't it? Too many nice brushes at the moment. So when I want to use an old brush, I can't find one. Trying to mix the paint. There we go. Must feel like a waste when you can't get the excess off the brush. Let's get some more tissue. There we go. Right, I'm going to put my mask on there to keep you all happy. There we go. Right. Okay. Stay still. There we are. Looking good, right? I'll have to dust it over this one. I don't know what colours it's going to be. I guess it'll be chocolate and cream, so I can do the top with what's left. I guess it will be 1 and 2, but that'll be my base coat anyway, my primer. I'll leave my mask on for a minute. I'm just going to do it on the side in here. So what I do is I'll wipe out the excess that's in the here. Pour out into a little pot. And then we're going to dump in the brown once we've got the excess out of there. I'll get my chocolate stock brown out. I'll go to work tomorrow and I'll have like odd patchy hands, so I haven't bothered looking after myself. Empty the brush. When it empties, just wait for it. That's pretty much empty. Oh, I need that one. Throwing it around. Give it a shake up. Alright. Cool. A bit thin at the moment. It starts looking nice and it's good. Should have thinned that out. I went in all thinking it'd be alright. Even with a big nozzle, you can't always go straight. It's not all brave on things. But I'll be alright. And the end gets bunged up, you see, and it gets emotional. So try and clean up the end. See if we come back out. I haven't had a blocked airbrush for ages. It's my fault. Come on. I'll clean my airbrush out. It'll be fine. Come on. Get it going again. It's coming. I'm almost there. See if that does it. Yeah, come in. I can tell you're all having so much fun. I'd say they're done. Right, winner. So that was good. So they're actually done now. They'll be ready to go on the layout once they're dry, I guess. Gonna pour the excess into here without making it go everywhere. These are my rail match pots, not pots, but paints, and I put them in these little dropper pots that you can buy on eBay, like I think it's like 50 for about £5 or something like that, which is an absolute bargain. It just makes it much nicer to drop into the airbrush, because you've got, you buy them like this, they're all clear, so you put whatever you like, and then I put the little label on there, and that's it really. On my light stone one, which needs a good shake, I stuck the whole label on, which was kind of cool, so that was nice. So if you've got any of them, buy these. I can't remember the name of them, but they're dropper bottles or whatever. So yeah, kind of cool, right? Basically I clean it out doing this, and then we're going to read a story in a minute, because what bedtime, you know? We're going to have a Thomas the Tank Engine story. Got 39 or 40 of you at the moment. I'll probably lose you all in a minute. So I'm just going to get the most out of my solid airbrush, my airbrush cleaner. And what I do is I run it till it goes dry to begin with, and I inspect it a bit and then go from there. And it's that exciting, it is. Just clean, clean, clean. Got a little filter unit here, and I'll make a little noise as if like when your ears get unblocked. You know, I put a little picture on Instagram of our nice trolleys once it's done. So it's the first night in a while that my airbrush has been blocked. Now she's clear. And I take off the little cap on here after I've done the first bit. I give that a little wipe out. That gets put on the side, and then I work my way into the other bit and just start cleaning little areas. You know, going clearer and clearer. You'll always find a bit more muck with it, but you start learning where you can get to a certain point where it's going to be alright. Pagoda at Kidderminster on SVR. He's painting Great Western Railway Slip. Well, in the two colours, yeah, Andy? Can you do the Luke Towan thing and flip the paint bottles? Well, I think he can't do it in one go, as he showed at the end of his video. He has lots of takes to get to that stage. So I won't practice it. Or shall we have a go? Shall I flip? Did he flip the bottle? I can do my surface primer. Right, got that. Okay, you can see it. It's all right there in front of us. And nope. No. No. Right. I need a heavier bottle, don't I? One of these. No, we're going to break our model. Right. Almost. Almost. No, if it's land on the side, we're almost there. Oh well. We had a go, didn't we? That was just for you, Simon. Do I use weathering powders? I've used them a bit, but I'm not an expert on any of that. I've got the Tamiya ones quite recently, and I need to open them up in my drawer. Weathering Master. So we'll have a go at them. I've got various other ones. Put a bit more airbrush cleaner through the airbrush. What's going on here? It's a bit dark in there. Use an old paintbrush just to aggravate anything that could be causing any trouble down there. And then what I do is, once I feel that I've got it all out, but let me send you a link to the picture. Yeah, it doesn't let you do that unless they make you a magical moderator. Now you can do it. You're a moderator. Prestigious position, sir. Oh, you sent one to my phone instead. Well, you can send one for everyone to see on here now, can't you? This airbrush, if you're wondering, is by a company called Hobby Knox. My company sells it at work, and it's convenient. I could get it a little bit cheaper. And it does alright. Apart from that one time it blocked up. That's my fault, because I went in too deep. A little black bit still coming out with it. That's good, because that means stuff's coming out. That's good. Right, that means I'm ready for another day now. We'll turn the air compressor off, and what I'll do is I'll read you a story. Put that out of the way. Made a mess as well. Right, we'll put them here. Looking tasty. Ready for battle. Right, are we ready? The airbrush is in a Hobby Knox one. Right. Okay. So the last one I was going to read, it was the Fat Controller's engines. The last one. We've got some black ones there. That's good. One evening, Thomas brought his last train to the junction. He went for a drink. I'm going to the big station, he said to Percy and Toby. So are we, they answered. Do you know, Percy went on, I think something's up. Toby looked at the sky. Where? Down here, silly, laughed Thomas. How? Asked Thomas reasonably. Can something be up when it's down? Look, said Thomas excitedly. Look. And he's looking at something apparently. So, next page might make things a bit more clear. 7 engines from the other railways were coming along the line. Hello, Ginty, whistled Percy. Hello, Pug. And there's a Pug and a Ginty. They're friends of mine, he explained. I don't know the others. Ginty and Pug whistled cheerfully as they puffed through the station. What is all this? Asked Thomas. The Fat Controller's got a plan, answered his driver, and he's going to tell us. He's going to tell it to us. Come on. So they followed to the big station at the end of the line where all the engines had gone. The Fat Controller was waiting for them there. There's a nice little picture. I guess you can see the picture. It's a nice picture, isn't it? Right. You like the story, Ethan? Good. The people of England, he said, read about us in the books, but they do not think that we are real. Shame, squeaked Percy. The Fat Controller glared, and Percy subsided. So, he continued, I'm taking my engines to England to show them. Hooray, hooray, whistled the engines. Or the engines whistled. The Fat Controller held his ears. Silence, he bellowed. We start the day after tomorrow at 8 a.m. Meanwhile, as these engines have kindly come from the other railway to take your place, you will show them your work tomorrow. Hope you guys don't mind the story. Next day, as Annie and Clarabelle were going to England too, Thomas and Ginty practiced with some other coaches. Look, Ginty has a face. Pretty cool, right? Thomas was excited. He began boasting about his race with Bertie. I whooshed my way through the tunnel and stopped an inch from the buffers like this. And crash, the buffers broke. No one was hurt, but Thomas's front was badly bent. They telephoned the Fat Controller. I'll send up some men at once, he said. But if they can't mend Thomas in time, we'll go to England without him. Next morning, the engines waited at the junction. Toby and Percy were each on a truck, and Duck had pushed them into the place behind Edward. Henrietta stood on the siding. The Fat Controller had called her a curiosity. I wouldn't dream of leaving you behind, he said. I'll fit you up as my private coach, he said, very grand. Oh, she felt very grand. Anyway, Gordon, James, and Henry were in the front. They whistled impatiently. The Fat Controller paced the platform. He looked at his watch. 1 minute, he said, and turned to the guard. If I can turn these pages over. Peep, 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 whistled Thomas and panted into the station. Annie and Clarabelle twittered anxiously. We hope we're not late. It isn't quite 8. Thomas, said the Fat Controller sternly, I am most displeased with you. You nearly upset my arrangements. Thomas, abashed, arranged himself and the coaches behind Duck without saying a word. The Fat Controller climbed into Henrietta. The guard blew his whistle and waved his flag. The engines whistled. Look out, England, here we come. And the cavalcade, I don't know, puffed off. The engines stood side by side in a big airy shed. Hundreds of people came to see them and climbed in and out of their cabs every day. They liked it at first, but presently felt very bored and were glad when it was time to go. The people along the line put the flags out and cheered them home. "We are glad to see you," they said. "Those others did their best, but they didn't know our ways. Nothing anywhere can compare with our Fat Controller's engines." And that's that story. There we go. Anyway, it's been great to have you all on. We made our wonderful, wonderful little wagons, which are pretty cute. Go up to there a bit more. Is it in view? It's going to zoom in a bit more. There we go. You can kind of see them, and I'm going to hopefully slide off. There we go. There we go. They're nice, right? So they go up onto the station. I'll probably spray some matte varnish on them once they've completely dried. Maybe weather them a little bit. And yeah, that'll be it. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. I'll flick to my main view so you can all see me in my face-to-face mode.